Okay? Sad part was not everybody comes forward to claim their property. Right? Some of the kupuna was already dead already. Yeah? But whoever had received the lands, that was a name that it was put under. Okay, now they would have to come forward and make the claim. The reason for the claims was to make the legality, yeah? The formality. Right? So the land commission opens up to the people and travels to give them opportunity to make their claim. But if you don't make your claim, then they cannot solidify the thing, yeah? You know what I'm saying? That was an act, a legal act. See, it's a legal act. You gotta understand. It's a legal act that they take. So if they're not coming forward, it doesn't mean that they're gonna take away the land. It's just that it's not noted in the books. Yeah? And all this stuff is that's how the foreigners play. Everything was pala pala. Everything had to be put on paper. That's what they understood. Yeah? So they had to put all these things. So the people don't come forward. It's hard for them to put all that into action. Doesn't mean there are no more records of them. It's just that, you didn't receive the kuleana. So what is the kuleana? The kuleana, what they're saying is now, we alienate all our rights. So the king and the alii, so, if you come up for this portion of land in Waihe, okay? You come up and say, well, this is my family land, this is my kupuna, you have this front, come in, you make that testimony, they write that testimony down, okay? And then if everything is good, everything check out, they give you the royal patent, and they give you the Land Commission Award. The Land Commission Award is the award given to you, okay? The RP was recorded, this is the meets and bounds of the property, okay? And it's logged, and it's patented, okay? So you guys understand what patent is, yeah? If you have something that you created and you don't want anybody else to claim it, what do? Right, you send to the patent department and you get yourself a patent. That's what the royal patent is. It patent the lands. All lands in Hawaii get royal patent. Okay? So what happens is when they alienate, when Kauiki alienates the properties, okay? You come up, you make your claim is good, okay? They give it to you. Now he and the alii alienate all their rights to their property. You can become the sole owner. So you can say you become the king of your own property. Okay? You can do what's within the law of the land to do what you like with the property. You can raise stuff, you can sell stuff, you can do whatever you like. That's your property. Okay? But you have to still remember that you're still under the rule of the king. Okay? So you have to abide the laws that apply to you on your property. So the kuleana created with the Land Commission Award and with the royal patent creates an allodial title. Yeah,
Are you familiar with the properties that Kamehameha III created before the Mahele, which was 999-year leases?
Well, I know they created leases and they had lease grants, they had grants, yeah? So what my thinking is, and this is just my manao, yeah? But he had a lease, it's still in effect because there is no mechanism for them to take that. You understand what I'm saying? The king is the alii. Okay, wait. So because no more the alii, no more, because it's not under their jurisdiction. It stays as it was originated until that mechanism is put into place, which I don't know it cannot, depends, yeah? But without that mechanism, that authority to make any changes, it stays supposed as it should stay. Thank you.
Okay, I understand that Kamehameha III created about 20 some odd on every island, yeah? And Palola and Papakolea has the most. And so I was raised on one of those 999-year leases. What I understood is the original lessee, the Waiale was the original lessee. And so I know that two other properties, and these were large parcels, but 2-acre lots, again, Palola, sale would be handled right here at this building, and it had to be cash. Yeah, all the specifics. You know, it seemed so big, and said, you know what? I will build you and your wife a new home, and he wanted to develop the rest. So he did. He put an apartment building right up there on 10th Avenue, and there are others that went through the process of. One was the no family next door to us. He got the fee in his name, and he built his own house. But over time he had to sell, so he did. But what I'm saying is the status of those sales are not binding, what I'm hearing you say. Awesome.
Yeah, so, well, I should give you what my background is. I'm nobody. I have no accolades before, after my name. Yeah, I have no acronym. I'm not MD, I know I'm PhD, I don't have any of those. Okay? I'm just a simple lay person. Yeah. My background, reason I'm in this arena comes to the Navajo case on Maui, where I get introduced to Kanawai of the water issue. Okay? So I should make a disclaimer, I'm not a lawyer. Okay? And I'm not telling you guys this is what you gotta do. I just give you information from what I've studied. My name is Kanilo Kamanu. I come from a place called Waihee Valley. Okay? I come from a family of 10. My mother was left destitute in New Jersey, where I was born. I was born in 1963 in a place called Eatontown, New Jersey. My dad served in the military. He traveled for about 12 years, he and my mom. He traveled to continental United States as well as Europe. Okay? So I have siblings that were born on this island. My dad is from here. My mother graduated from McKinley, for one of the women's school. So they got together, they had 3 children here, the 3 older siblings. They had 1 in Oklahoma, they had 1 in New Jersey, flew overseas, and had 2 of my siblings in Germany. My brother and sister came back and had the last 3 of us. My dad got into some problems with the military, was court-martialed. My mother was kicked off the base, left destitute, had nothing. He left her. Even though all the years she gave of service with my dad and traveled with him, they kicked off the base and she was left with whatever she had. If it wasn't for a church, as well as help from home, she would have been stuck in New Jersey. So she travels by herself with 10 children. I being one of the younger ones, probably a toddler at the time, but she struggled with teenagers and little kids. She brings us all the way across to California. From California, we fly home, and we're back in Waihee with my grandmother, who was already aged already. She was kind of bedridden. So she fend for herself. So as I grew up, we were poor. Poor to the point where I understand what starvation is. I understand what not having anything, because my mom couldn't afford it. New clothes, slippers. Sometimes you don't eat for several days. You only go to school because you like eat lunch. Okay? So the system failed my mother. My mother educated herself. She came home. She worked hard as a waitress. She went from there. She attended the community college. She graduated with a BA. She went through the real property tax and worked for them until she retired. Yeah? And she took 10 children, all graduated. Some went to the military. None of them got arrested. None of them broke the law. Well, anyway. But so that's my background. And when I realized getting into this situation that the system here fails. The system that we are in fails us. Whether you are an American or whether you are not. And if you truly look at the failure. So I had an argument, I had a discussion with my cousin. I'll make this real brief. But she was saying, because her husband was a military person, and he died. And, you know, we had a discussion. We were talking about all this kind of stuff. And she said, well, I don't want to go back with a monarch. I said, you know, I want, you know, what we have is good. So I said, okay, I'll take that. You like this system. I said, okay, let's see. Let's compare the two systems. I said, we'll take the United States first. I said, the United States, education-wise, is not the greatest in the world. They have homeless and many people starving and hungry. The medical system is terrible. Yeah? So I told her, well, let's look at Hawaii. No homeless. Everybody had a home. Everybody worked. Everybody ate. Your health was impeccable. You know, not to the doctrines of Europeans do we actually have any diseases. Education. People don't realize that Hawaii was one of the most educated countries in the late 1700s. Proof to fact, the Kauai petition. Everybody's seen the Kauai petition, right? Do any of you see X's by people's names? No. All signatures. In the continental United States at the same time, they cannot claim them. Hawaii was one of the most educated countries in the world. People don't realize that.